Welcome back to another Splatoon 2 video on the channel. We have got some new details on the Mario Splatoon 2 Splatfest, so I will be covering them in this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest Splatoon 2 news. So back in September, when the Mario Splatfest was announced in the 35th Mario Anniversary Direct, basically on the Japanese Splatoon Twitter account, they did release an image of a Splatoon 2 Mario 35th gold coin, and at the time I did make a video covering the Mario Splatfest, and I did say that maybe Nintendo are selling those gold coins, but that is not what is happening, because Nintendo did release new details on how we can get one of those gold Mario 35th anniversary medals. And in Splatoon 2, in the Mario Splatfest, you will have to go in the Splatfest Pro mode and get in the top 100 players for either Team Mushroom or Team Star. You will have to be one of the top 100 players to get one of those gold Mario medals, which will be really hard to do, because pretty much to get in the top 100 you will need a power rating of around about 2300. That seems to be the magic number that you do need to get in the top 100, and I am nowhere near that level. I've resigned myself to not getting one of those medals, but let me know in the comment section below whether you think you will be able to get one of those medals. I'm sure one of you guys are good enough to get in there. Hopefully one of you guys will be able to get one of those medals, but it will be tough. You will be battling against everyone around the world, including the Japanese players, so it's going to be a really tough fight to get one of those 200 medals. It seems like Star will get the popular vote, so maybe go with Mushroom. Maybe it will be easier to get in the top 100 in Team Mushroom compared to Team Star, especially if more people do go with Team Star, but that's just a theory. Not really sure if it will work out that way. So yeah, you can't buy one of those medals. You will have to earn those medals by getting in the top 100 for either Team Mushroom or Team Star, and the gold medal will be engraved with the Splatoon 2 logo as well as the 35th Mario Anniversary logo. There are other opportunities to get one of those medals in Mario Maker 2 and Smash Ultimate. They will be engraved with those game logos as well. So 200 will be available for the Splatoon 2 Splatfest, another 100 will be available for Mario Maker, and another 100 will be available for Smash Ultimate. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section below. It gives an extra sort of competitive reason to go in Splatfest Pro. If you want one of those medals, then I would suggest for you to play Splatfest Pro exclusively for you to stand a good chance of getting in there. And once you do get 2300, stop playing Splatfest Pro and go in the normal mode. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be really hard to get one of those medals. They are going to be, I'm sure someone will sell them on eBay and they're going to go for really high prices. It's just how it's going to work, unfortunately. Yeah, Nintendo did reconfirm that the Splatfest will be happening in January 2021. So those were our first Mario Splatfest details we did get since the Splatfest did get announced at the start of September. If we do get any more, then of course I will keep you guys up to date on the channel in future videos. But moving on, today Nintendo did announce their latest financial results, and it is looking good for the Switch. It has sold 68 million units worldwide in total since it did launch in March 2017. And we did get updated sales figures for Splatoon 2, and it has sold 11.27 million units worldwide since it did come out in July 2017, and that is an increase of 500,000 units in the last 3 months. It did sell 10.71 million units at the end of June. These sales figures are up to the end of September, so it doesn't include this month's sales. Between April and September this year, Splatoon 2 has sold 1.13 million units. Sales for Splatoon 2 on a year-on-year basis compared to last year has gone up by 162%, and that is a big jump. I'm sure the pandemic has played a part in people buying Splatoon 2, but also it has been on sale recently at Best Buy, Amazon for $40, which I'm sure has played a little bit of a part. But Splatfest, having Splatfest reruns, putting Splatoon 2 back in the news cycle just makes new people who have just picked up a Switch aware of the game. And yeah, I definitely feel like this is a good reason to do more Splatfest reruns in the future. Maybe do ones from the first game instead of just doing reruns from the second game. But yeah, it is still really good how the game is still selling really well, despite it being a little bit old at this point. You've got other games on the Switch that might be overshadowing it at the moment, but the fact that it did sell 500,000 units in the last 3 months, that is just really impressive, and I'm sure Splatoon has played a part in people being aware of Splatoon 2 as well. So yeah, I'm sure the sales figures for when we do get them from October to December is the next 3-month period that Nintendo will collect sales data for. I am sure when we do get the sales for that period next year in January or February, I am sure Splatoon 2 will go up to beyond 12 million as well. So yeah, it's really good how the series is thriving. The game is selling really well. It has sold really well. It just means that Nintendo hopefully will carry on releasing games in the series. We will not see a Metroid situation or an F-Zero situation where we have to wait decades for another game. Hopefully we will not be in that situation, and with those sales figures I don't think we will be. I can't help thinking about what if Nintendo did add new content to the game, like Octoling hairstyles, all of the unused Octoling hairstyles, and bringing back all of the Splatoon 1 stages not in the second game. It's kind of got me wondering, if we did get new content like that, what would the sales be for Splatoon 2? Would we see another big jump? Or maybe the fact that Nintendo haven't really done a lot and it has still sold. I say haven't really done a lot, they have done Splatfest reruns, but in terms of adding in new content to the game, they haven't done it since July last year. So imagine if Nintendo did add in new content like what I did mention earlier, what would the sales be? Or would Nintendo think, you know what, we don't really need to do a lot now, the game is still ticking along really nicely, selling 500,000 units in 3 months. That is still really good, so we don't really need to do a lot, we don't really need to push the game anymore. It has sold what it would sell. We don't need to add in new content to push the game because it's still selling really well and it has sold really well. Maybe Nintendo would save that stuff for pushing Splatoon 3. Maybe Splatoon 2 doesn't need pushing at the moment, and maybe that is what Nintendo are thinking about at the moment. New content would be great, but I kind of feel like Nintendo have moved on at this point. They are just going to do Splatfest reruns and that is it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on everything I have talked about in the comment section below. And yeah, we'll see you in another video soon, hopefully.